In the outermost reaches of human space, far beyond the charted colonies and forgotten outposts, drifted a vessel named Crestfall. She was old, weathered, and mostly automated. Her mission, to scan anomalies near the nebula shroud and report any unexplained phenomena to the Galactic Assembly. For months, she drifted in silence, her crew small, her systems quiet. Then, on Cycle 47, it happened. A transmission, not a call for help, not a greeting, just a sequence of pulses. It arrived encoded on a frequency unique to Crestfall's own emergency beacon, a frequency only this ship could use. The timestamp on the signal, 212 years in the future. And it originated from the ship's current location. Captain Elros ordered a full diagnostic sweep. The signal repeated every 3 minutes, identical down to the last micropulse. When decrypted, the contents were brief, a set of instructions wrapped in a checksum from Crestfall's own future systems. It read, shut down warp engines, reroute all energy to hull shielding, do not attempt time correction, do not engage jump drive, Elros command code Sigma 4. Captain Elros blinked at the signature. It was his, verified, authenticated, but he had no memory of ever sending it. The message, however, was real as the warning that came with it. Loop collapse, imminent. As hours passed, the impossible began to unfold. Ship records rewrote themselves. Past logs changed dates, even wording. Some were missing entirely. Lieutenant Rise remembered a childhood growing up on Mars. Now, he insisted he was born on Titan. Dr. Karen, who had died 5 years earlier in a plasma vent incident, stood alive in the medbay, confused, but very much real. Reality was softening, malleable. Captain Elros conducted a neural trace. The crew showed signs of short-term memory anomalies. Some claimed to remember events that hadn't happened yet. Others had memories of dying. Outside the ship, the nebula flickered, like a film reel, skipping frames. The signal continued, and with it, the loop deepened. A fragment of code embedded in the transmission unlocked hidden data, logs from alternate versions of Crestfall. Hundreds of them, all from failed timelines, each ending in collapse. Some showed the ship shredded by gravitational shear, others frozen in time, caught in recursive causality. One log, marked Final Attempt, showed a broken Captain Elros recording the transmission by hand, knowing it might be the last chance to stop the collapse. The message was not a warning. It was a memory, echoing back through time to rewrite fate. Desperate to test the signal's origin, Lieutenant Rise activated a microjump, 2 light minutes across open space. The jump completed. But when they rematerialized, they weren't alone. A second Crestfall floated alongside them. Identical, but dark, powerless, lifeless. Inside, they found themselves, dead, frozen in time, scorched uniforms, same crew, same nameplates. Same captain slumped at the controls, mid-recording of the very message they'd received. When the two ships began to merge, it triggered a feedback loop. Time tried to correct itself, but there were now 2 timelines, both claiming to be real, and reality couldn't choose. Captain Elros returned to the console. He placed his hand on the controls, a perfect match to the biometric signature on the original signal. He realized this was always how it happened. He had never sent the message before because he hadn't reached this moment until now. This wasn't a paradox. It was destiny, echoing backward, a loop that required no origin. He recorded the signal, sent it, and with that act, the loop was closed. Reality stabilized. The flickering stopped. The crew remembered one version of events, the correct one. No one spoke of what they'd seen. But sometimes when the engines fall silent and the stars drift just right, a whisper returns through the system, the same signal, the same voice, as if time still remembers.